Hi, how y'all doing? It is Saturday, the 8th of June, 2024. Here in Ontario, Canada, the sky is cloud covered right now. It's been like that most of the day. I'm not sure if the sun was able to be seen or not. I don't think so. It kind of got a little bit bright, but through the clouds, right? So there's lots of air traffic above my area too. So, wonder what's going on, right? Today the Schuman is at 16, so down a little bit from yesterday. Not too bad. My essential symptoms are not bad at all today, right? They're not hard at all today. Not at all. My foot's feeling pretty good. Everything. Got a little bit of pain or icky sensation in the middle of my spine, but that kind of never goes away. So yeah, it's because of scoliosis, right? Um, I was watching Rod Hayes and Top Cats and another man, I can't remember his name now, Dane Calloway, a video that they put together, all three of them, right? Or podcast, I suppose. And as usual, Chief Rod took the stage, right? And he did most of the talking. He's a good chief, he is. I could feel his energy. So yeah. Anyways, he was talking and he was saying they were just talking about all kinds of stuff, the past, the present, all this, right? So, Obama, right? They took DNA, they, right? Or the head of they, took DNA from Egyptian mummy, Tutankhamun, he said. And that's how they made Obama. He was a test tube baby, right? And an incubator baby, whatever. So, yeah, they kind of made sense to me because I've seen lots of actors and politicians and stuff like this, and like people have done videos or pictures side by side of like Michael Jackson looks like this a statue of a melanated man from Egypt, right, and stuff like that. So it's like, that kind of makes sense, right? It does. This is why they're lookalikes, because they're a clone. Well, that's what I call it, right? It's not the original person, it's a clone. So yeah, strange realm, strange realm. uh I also realized something for when I rose today, right, in the rising, is a thought that came to me, and it was like, how come you never see seagulls sitting in trees? I see every other bird sit in a tree. Seagulls, never have I ever, in my 60 years, seen a seagull in a tree. You might say, oh, because it's a big bird, it doesn't have enough room. No, I seen a turkey vulture in a tree. Way bigger than a seagull, like 2, 3 times larger in a tree. I've seen ravens in trees. Okay, how come seagulls don't land in trees or on trees? They land on telephone lines, rooftops, poles, like hydro poles, and the parking lots, the ground, stuff like that. Why don't they land in trees? Hmm? Strange, right? I found it curious. Same as I started watching this new healer or empath psychic guy on YouTube, right? And tarot reader, right? Um, and today said a couple of things in his video that made me unsubscribe to him, right? I can see how he's messed up, and I won't drink that Kool-Aid, right? He said that there's no aliens; it's all part of their plan and all this, right? So I started thinking about it because I've seen several UFOs in my life, right? The one most outstanding was the cigar shaped one that glowed green that me and my ex fiance both seen together, right? And I got a telepathic message from it, and so did he. The exact same message, right? So I was thinking about it, right? And I was like, well, the governments have all reverse engineered all these spacecrafts, so we're told, right? And I got, you know, doubting. So I was like, what's the best thing to do when you doubt something? I asked Source, the Most High, right? I said, okay, I've thought this through enough. I shut off everything in my home, right? So I'd have to sit in a quiet to try to figure this out. And I was like, okay, I've thought of everything that it could be or not. So I asked Source, I said, if there's interdimensional aliens, let me see a bird in my tree. Because I haven't seen one for a few days, right? And I was like, I don't care what color it is, just any bird, right? I'm grateful. So I'm sitting here in my chair, which is, its back is to the window, so I can't see out the window. And I was like, you wanted to see a bird? I said, yeah, but I'm not going to force it and sit here all day and wait for it. Every time I ask for a sign, I'm made to look at it, right? I just automatically turn my head for some strange reason and I see the sign. And so I was sitting there and I was watching YouTube, and all of a sudden I peeked over my shoulder and I turned my head around and I looked out the window, and there's a robin sitting in my tree. It wasn't even singing, right? So I was like, okay, that answered that question. Thank yous, right? That's how getting signs from nature works. You have to ask for a specific sign and it'll show up. Okay? Okay. Oh, and I watched a tarot card reader too. I just finished, and she was asking about a mistrial for Mr. T, right? For some reason, I suppose. Like she does, well, she reads all the news things and all this, right? What's going on in the truther community and all that. I've given up on them because politics is irrelevant now for me, right? I know they're just actors, like crisis actors. I don't care. I know the truth. So they could do whatever they want to do, and hopefully it gets over with soon because I have no control over it, right? But I'm not going to give them my attention or my energy. So, and in her card, it was like, yes, there's a really high possibility on Monday will the world will be informed that there was a mistrial, and the Mr. B idiot character, right, will do a whole bunch of lying for some reason, and try to sway the people back to him. So strange, right? But now, because of that, all these other ex officials will be able to be tried for the crimes that they've committed, that thought they've gotten away with. It's a time of karma. You can't get away with your dirt. It all has to be paid. So this is that playing out, right? Right. Itchy nose. What else? CMEs. Giant CME is going to come off the sun, they're saying, on the 9th at night or the 10th. So that'll ramp up the energy, the Schuman again, probably. I think that's how it happens, right? What I've been seeing anyway. And today, a great big giant solar flare came off of the sun around what 1 o'clock or something like that, I think. So we should start be feeling the effect of that tomorrow. Isn't that funny? Or tonight, whatever. It's back to back. So maybe the Schuman's gonna rise up again. I slept really good last night too. I slept in, right? I woke up around 7 and I just rolled over and went back to sleep, right? For some reason, for another hour. Weird dreams too. I remember them, parts of them, as soon as I wake up, but then they go from me really quickly. It's like I'm supervising, going around and seeing how people are living and making sure everybody's okay. It's weird, right? I'm with a man doing this. So it's whatever job I have in the astral plane. That's what I'm doing. So yeah. I haven't talked to anybody since Thursday. I drove that man around. It's been really quiet, right? It has, but my son will be back tomorrow night probably. So I'm just gonna have a quiet night. I'm grateful. All my nights, my days have been quiet. But I pulled some tarot cards from, or not tarot cards. I don't have tarot cards. Oracle cards. I pulled a couple oracle cards the other day and asked about the energy I was feeling. Right? Why it was so quiet and on why I was on pause, and it said for just to sit quiet and be still kind of thing and just relax, rest, right? But that's all I do all the time anyway. But I suppose it's to get me through the solar flares and the high Schuman and stuff like that. You know? That's what I'm thinking. And I'm getting enlightened. I think I've seen a butterfly today too. I'm not sure. I caught it out of the corner of my eye, but I seen something fly up to a tree and then fly down like that. And it wasn't very big. So that's what I'm thinking. It was a flutterby. Right? Yeah. All right. I think that's all I have to talk about today. How was your day going? You want to talk to me? Say hi. Put it in my comments. Right? At least somebody'd say, talk to me. Made contact, tried to make contact with me, whatever. I'm just bugging. If you don't want it, don't. I don't care. Alright? It's just a suggestion. So, yeah. I'm sending you love, good health, and joy. Okay? I love you all to consciousness. Enjoy this night or day. Bye.